on Full FM and News Radio 93.1, where we share some of the latest news headlines that care for you. Let's begin with our headlines. Reports claiming that some armed forces of the Philippines personnel resigned in support of former President Rodrigo Duterte were unverified, according to its spokesperson, Colonel Francis Margaret Padilla. The AFP clarifies that reports of AFP personnel resigning in support of former President Duterte remain unverified. We urge everyone to exercise critical discernment and avoid spreading unconfirmed information, Padilla said in an interview with reporters on Thursday. The AFP remains a professional, unified, and nonpartisan institution committed to its constitutional mandate of defending the nation and serving the Filipino people. Our personnel continues to remain focused on our sworn duty, upholding the rule of law and the chain of command, she added. Philippine Army spokesperson Colonel Louis de Maala said they have not received any report that soldiers are resigning. If these reports are from social media, then we will not believe it. But currently, we have not received reports of actual soldiers of the Philippine Army resigning, he said. De Maala said the Army remains in high moral and remains a professional organization focused on its mandate. We are facing other problems here in Philippine Army, so we are focused on our mandate, he stressed, adding that there is no need for loyalty check. Similarly, Philippine Air Force PAF Colonel Maria Consuelo Castillo said they have not monitored any unrest nor noted any personal resignations. Our airmen remain alert and ready to perform their duty to maintain peace and security. We are still in the period of mourning from the loss of our comrades, but it only serves to inspire us to do our jobs even better amid the challenges that we currently face, she disclosed. The PAF comment ensures that our personnel continue to embody professionalism and loyalty to our flag and people while maintaining absolute political neutrality, Castillo added. Meanwhile, a police officer allegedly hit with a cell phone by Honey-led Avancena, the partner of former President Rodrigo Duterte, is set to file an assault case against her, the Philippine National Police said. In a press briefing on Thursday, PNP spokesperson Brigadier General Juan Farjado detailed that the officer hurt was a female Special Action Force personnel whom she did not name. The police that was hurt and had an injury on the head will file a case, Farjado said in Filipino. When asked what case will be filed, Farjado replied direct assault. The PNP spokesperson added that the officer has yet to disclose when she would file the case against Avancena, as she had just been discharged from an undisclosed hospital. Farjado said tensions and emotions were high as authorities on Tuesday sought to take Duterte aboard a chartered flight to the Hague, the Netherlands, following an international criminal court a warrant against him. Avancena was with Duterte as he was held in Villamor Air Base. We have videos proving that Ms. Honeyled hit one of our female police officers tasked to restrain Ma'am Honeyled and their daughter to get them to step aside for a moment and or give way, Farjado said. She hit our police on the head and is well done. The officer was brought to the hospital, she added. Authorities, including the PNP, were in heated discussions with Duterte's camp from when the ex-leader was taken into custody by police at the Ninoy Aquino International Airport, Naya, on Tuesday morning until he was flown out of Villamor later that evening. No one was hurt on their side, for the record. No one was hurt. No one filed a complaint that they were hurt, Farjado said. Also, meanwhile, Senator Alan Peter Catiendo does not have the right to lecture about human rights and should, in fact, also be arrested by the International Criminal Court for enabling and encouraging the previous administration's bloody drug war, according to former Senator Laila de Lima. De Lima's comment stemmed from a video posted by Catiano sharing a devotional topic about crossroads and the consequences one faces in making a decision. He then related to this lesson to be to the government's decision to allow former President Rodrigo Duterte to be arrested without exhausting legal remedies. Like Lima said in the video posted on X on Thursday, Alan Peter is the last person on earth who should tell human rights organizations and human rights defenders what to do in the arrest of former President Duterte. You have no right, Alan Peter, to lecture those who stood up and fought for the Filipinos under your and Duterte's regime. Alan Peters' defense of the EJ case in the drug war is well known. In fact, he should be one of those accused and arrested by the ICC together with Duterte. He enabled, encouraged, and guided the deadly criminal enterprise that was the summary execution of poor Filipinos in the name of a fake drug war, she added. Citing the Rome Statute and Section 17 of the Republic Act No. 9851, Dilemma pointed out that the Philippine government may choose not to exercise jurisdiction over crimes against international humanitarian law and allow another entity conferred with similar jurisdiction by international law to assume jurisdiction where said entity is already investigating the accused or suspect. Insofar as jurisdiction over crimes against international humanitarian law is concerned, the law is RA 9851, and RA 9851 says that the Philippine government has the option to surrender Duterte to the ICC without any judicial approval because it is a waiver of its exercise of jurisdiction in favor of the International Court, here the ICC, she explained. If you have problem with this law, Alan Peter, have the Supreme Court declare it unconstitutional first. Until that time, please stop lecturing and whining to us, Dilemma concluded. Inquirer.net sought Catiano's comment about Dilemma's remarks, but he has yet to reply as the posting. And the Department of Justice on Thursday said it may continue to comply with its obligations to the International Police Criminal Organization Interpol should the International Criminal Court issue another arrest warrant related to the crimes against humanity allegedly committed during the war against drugs. DOJ spokesperson Miko Silavano made the pronouncement when asked if the DOJ would continue to cooperate with the Interpol, especially in enforcing future arrest warrants issued by the ICC. Well, as the Secretary of Justice has always said, we will have to comply with our obligations to Interpol and other international obligations, said Silavano in a chance interview with Pulse reporters. However, Silavano admitted that it might still be too premature to ascertain whether the DOJ would do so. Um, but we saw the direction of our government with former President Duterte, he explained. It is now 6:10 p.m. as we will return with more news headlines right here on koolNews at 6. So stay along with us. We will be right back. koolNews at 6. Let's continue with our headlines. The Land Transportation Office said on Thursday it conducted a free theoretical driving course for women in the Bicol region and in Western Visayas. In a statement, the LTO said that DTC, a 15-hour mandatory course for those seeking student driver permits, was conducted from March 11 to 12 in celebration of National Women's Month. The LTO Pamplona District Office in Libmanan, Camirazor, was able to train 149 female drivers, the government agency said. It said the DTC program aims to create safer roads and promote inclusivity in drivers' education. Meanwhile, the agency said LTO Western Visayas is set to train more female drivers in the region, scheduled on March 14 at the LTO-6 Drivers Education Center in Iloilo City. Similar programs were also conducted throughout the Bicol region, according to LTO Bicol. The LTO Iriga District Office conducted a free theoretical driving course seminar at the DEC Center, while the LTO Pili Extension Office held its DTC session, offering simple tokens to female student permit applicants. LTO Pico shared in the same statement. The LTO Labo District Office and LTO District Office also conducted seminars to further extend this opportunity to women in the respective areas, it added. Meanwhile, the Philippine National Police on Thursday urged caution online after finding two bogus social media accounts claiming that police officers have resigned following the arrest of former President Duterte. Posts circulating on social media have claimed to be from PNP officers resigning from the agency supposedly in response to the arrest of Duterte. PNP spokesperson Brigadier General Juan Forjado said in a press briefing at Campering in Quezon City, "Let us be careful. Some people may be using this situation to sow some confusion about these developments. There are at least two accounts that the ACG found to be bogus, as they aren't really policemen," she added. According to the PNP spokesperson, the ACG is working to determine whether social media accounts claiming to be resigning personnel are legitimate. When asked to confirm if there have been resignations, Forjado said, "I asked the personnel, so far there have been none." Senator Ronald Bato de la Rosa, who said that he felt betrayed by President Ferdinand Marcos Jr., broke his supposed promise of not cooperating with the International Criminal Court, is entitled to his opinion, two lawmakers said on Thursday. Manila Representative Arnix Dionisio and Zambales 1st District Representative J.K. Honghun, however, backed Marcos' stance that the Philippines needs to comply with its commitment to the International Criminal Police Organization regarding continuous arrest so as not to risk not getting help from the organization in the future. Dionisio said in a press conference on Thursday, "Senator Bato is entitled to his opinion, but I also can't fathom or understand where he's coming from. I think it's because they are facing things they didn't expect and they're shocked. I assume he didn't expect it, but then it suddenly happened. So they are probably finding ways to say or answer and who to blame." At the end of the day, the president already explained what they did. It is the right process to follow. It is the opinion of the legal minds of our country and of our government. And I think we should let them pan out. Um, nasa legal na sistema naman natin yun, he added. Kay Ho-hoon, on the other hand, reiterated that the government did not cooperate with the ICC and only with Interpol. "Our responsibility and obligation is with Interpol, and of course we ask them to help with wanted people outside our country. We need the help of Interpol, so it is the responsibility of the country to communicate and assess Interpol for justice as well," he added. The assumptions that Duterte's trial might make up to 8 years and that he could no longer return to the Philippines, Dionisio said that people are getting ahead of themselves. "We were talking the other day with other representatives, and even the neighbors and their helpers had opinions that it might take 10 to 20 years. Right now, we are all witnessing the same things and seeing things unfold as the day goes by," he added. And now it's time for some good vibes as the Power Mac Center provided the provincial government of Bataan with over 4,000 Mac post to upskill grade school and high school teachers. Governor Jose Enrique Joet Garcia III turned over these devices to elementary teachers, school heads, and schools with computer laboratories across the province. This initiative will enhance teaching and learning experiences with the adoption of digital tools and interactive learning platforms. This event is the second device turnover following the success of the initial implementation. In 2023, it benefited around 2,500 junior and senior high school teachers and division supervisors. Vice Governor Mayor Cristina Garcia said, um, alam natin na makakatulong ito sa inyong pagtuturo, paggagawa ng inyong mga lesson plans. You may rest assured and know that I proudly tell other vice governors in our provinces that Bataan fully harnesses its CEF or Special Education Fund. Overall, these investments will make students more competitive by equipping them with the latest digital skills. And and looks like the electronic dictionary sales keep falling in Japan amid declining birth rates and widespread use of smartphone apps. After the first domestically made model was launched in 1979, sales of electronic dictionaries expanded thanks to strong demand for the gadgets as gifts for those starting school or entering the workplace. Their shipments in the country reached 2,805,000 units in 2007, according to the Japan Business Machine and Information System Industries Association. But then the market has consistently shrunk. In 2023, domestic shipments totaled 385,000 units, only 1/7 of the peak. The diminishing sales forced many manufacturers to pull plug on the market. Sony Corp, now Sony Group Corp, withdrew from the business in 2006, while Citizen Holdings Co., currently Citizen Watch Co., and Seiko Instruments Inc. both terminated production and sales in 2015. A few remaining players include industry leader Casio Computer Co. and Sharp Corp., the Japanese electronic dictionary pioneer. But even Casio, which made a foray into the market in 1981 and found success with the release of the high-performance X-Word model in 1996, announced last month that it would no longer develop new products. Casio Executive Officer Seiji Tamura said, behind the decision is the increasing use of personal computers at schools along with the adoption of information and communications technology. While continuing production and sales of existing models, Casio is now focusing on developing software for PCs and smartphones. It has released ClassPad.net, a comprehensive study aid app that offers not only dictionary functions but also a digital notebook that can be used to input handwriting. Taking advantage of our electronic dictionary know-how, we are shifting our attention to software for contributing to education, a Casio official notes. Sharp also puts its hopes on dictionary apps. Its Brain Plus has English learning support functions, including one that allows users to search for definitions of words in web articles by simply copying those words. And now let's get into the showbiz. Sadie Sink, who rose to fame for her role as Max Mayfield in the science fiction series Stranger Things, is set to join the upcoming Tom Holland starrer Spider-Man 4. Deadline reported that Singh will be teaming up with Holland for the next installment of the Spider-Man franchise, although as of writing, Marvel and Sony declined to confirm the former's casting. Singh's role in the upcoming superhero movie is still unknown, but fans speculated that she could be playing either Jean Grey Summers, a mutant with telepathic and telekinetic powers, or Mary Jane Watson, one of Spider-Man's love interests. As per reports, Spider-Man 4 is set to begin filming later this year under the direction of Destin Daniel Cretton. Holland is confirmed to reprise his role as Peter Parker, and his real-life girlfriend and on-screen partner Zendaya will be returning as Miko Jones Watson, aka MJ. Meanwhile, Sink recently wrapped the filming for the final and fifth season of Stranger Things, which is set to premiere later this year. And Kim So-hoon's agency Gold Medalist announced that it will clarify its stand regarding the allegations surrounding the actor and his alleged romantic involvement with the late actress Kim Se-won and other related claims by next week. The then 27-year-old So-hoon was earlier alleged to be in a relationship with Se-won for 6 years when the latter was still 15, as stated by a woman claiming to be the late actress aunt in the Hover Lab Inc. interview. The woman also accused Gold Medalist, which used to be the agency of this Se-won, of financial misconduct and lack of support during the height of her DUI scandal in 2022. Photos of So-hoon and Se-won's alleged romance were leaked by Korean media outlets Dispatch and Garo Zero Research Institute, which eventually circulated on social media. These claims, however, were firmly denied by the actor's agency Gold Medalist, with plans to take the strongest legal action against the online platform. Ladies and gentlemen, it is now 6:30 p.m. and that will be it for Cool News at 6. We will return with more news headlines with Cool News prime time later at 10:30 p.m. Until then, I am Cairo. Coming up next on Cool FM is my show that is Ask with Cafe. We will be back again, once again, for the more news headlines later at 6:30 p.m. And with that, I am Cairo. Good evening.